Hey guys, welcome to a new video. The 18th century dressmaking adventure continues. I am about to start working on the bodice, but as I mentioned in the last video, I am still not entirely sure which size to make because the sizing on these patterns is all over the place. I'm just gonna have to make a mock-up, see whether that fits and whether there are any adjustments I need to make or whether I need to size down any further, because for now I have decided to just start out with a size 10. I cut out all of the bodice pieces in a size 10 now. So what I think I'm just gonna do is make a simple version, just single layered, of the bodice in a size 10 and try it on for size and then see how I need to adjust it, if I need to adjust it, and then start working on the actual proper bodice that I'm going to use for the final dress. So I'm gonna pull out my mock-up fabric, whip it up really quickly, see where we're at. Alrighty, mock-up number 1 is finished, and I actually think the size is fine. I think a size 10 is probably good. The side seam seems to hit me right at the side, so that is good. Yeah, it looks okay from the back as well. Honestly, the thing that is giving me the most trouble is actually the chemise. I don't know how to deal with the chemise and how to not make it give me a hunchback. How do you get the ruffles to look nice? Like, are they supposed to come up above this edge, or am I supposed to just kind of tuck them in much lower? What is going on there? How do I work with these ruffles? I'll just deal with that later, and worst case, I'll just make a new chemise without ruffles. But as for the top itself, I think it looks fine in this size. I definitely don't think I can size down. Everything fits. I can still move in it, and I do like the distance that this gap is making right now. So we can get started, start cutting this out of the actual fabric, the nice tulip fabric, and get started. And I will show you a little bit more of the process this time. I just wanted to whip up this mock-up really quickly to check how it will look, but yeah, good to go. It's a new day. I have all of my pattern pieces here. The pattern of the fabric. I didn't pattern match, and I promise there will be a day when I try to learn how to pattern match. but it is not this day. I just fear that I don't have enough fabric to do that because it requires a lot more. And besides, I think this pattern should be fine even if I don't match it up exactly. So I did try to mind that, you know, the pattern was spread out nicely, but didn't match it. I'm going to assemble the bodice again, but I did realize that since the size was fine on this one, on the mock-up, I can actually use this as my lining fabric, which saves me a lot of work. So yay! I will just iron this, press my seams and do everything properly, and then I can just use this for my lining, which is fantastic. Today I would really like to assemble the bodice in my actual proper Gillette fabric. So the assembly is fairly simple. The bodice is made up of 3 pieces: front, then a side back, and a back piece that is cut in half, so you sew along the back seam and the side seams and the side back seams. And then the sleeves are slightly more complicated, so I will get back to you once I'm ready to do the sleeves, I think. Let's get started. The bodice is more or less finished. It's looking really good. I love this fabric so much. The bottom is folded and basted. I am not quite sure just yet what the purpose of that is, but I'm sure that will become clear as I move on with this project. But it's time for sleeves now. And the sleeves are kind of funny. They are very different from any sleeves that I've done on modern patterns in the way that they are very asymmetrical. They have a couple pleats along the top and then this weird kind of dart in the back. And that is actually an elbow crease that allows you to bend the arm a little bit better. And then there is a ruffle that goes in along the opening on the bottom. I have my ruffles here and I'm just gonna assemble all of this, attach the ruffle, and we'll see how this turns out. I think it's gonna look really pretty. Here is what we have so far. First of all, thank you to everyone who alerted me to the fact that I had tied my petticoat wrong. Apparently you're supposed to tie it like an apron. So the back two ties tie in the front, and then the front two ties tie in the back, which makes much more sense. It fits much more nicely now, so that is perfect, thank you. The bodice is, I wouldn't say it's finished. It's not nearly finished, actually. I have the outside fabric. I have my lining fabric, which isn't in here because you're supposed to put that in after you do the skirt. So that's going to be in the next video. But for now, I just tried to put it on. None of this is finished. The bodice is pinned to the stomacher, which is then in turn pinned to the stays. But it kind of works to show you what it looks like now. I love where this is going, right? I think it is very beautiful. I'm very happy with the direction that this is headed in. I love it. Looking at myself in the viewfinder now, I still can't believe this is actually happening and I'm making this. One thing that is a bit odd, and I'm not sure if I did this right or not. The pleats of the sleeve are way in the back here, and they are creating this weird, let me come up a bit closer, like this pocket of fabric, air, on the back of my arm. And just the fit around the shoulder in general is just strange. And I'm not sure, I'm fairly sure I didn't put the sleeves in backwards because the elbow seam is at my elbow. So if anyone knows, do please let me know. Other than that, I love it. I really like where this is going. I love the shape of it. And I'm really excited to continue. So in the next episode, I'm going to start working on the skirt and then attach the whole thing together. And then I'm going to start on the trimmings, the finishings. I am really excited about the grommets and the lacing that I got for the front. It's going to be so good. Pockets. Yes, I am in fact planning to do pockets as well for this one. I know you guys worried about that because I am notoriously anti-pockets, but I think for an outfit like this, if I am ever to wear this out, I can't wear a bag with this, so I will need pockets to put my phone in. I'm gonna have to cave and make pockets for this one, but I think it's gonna be fun actually. So for now, this is the progress. This is where I leave you. I love the sleeve ruffle, very happy with that. Still not sure about the chemise, although I do think I have prevented most of the hunchbackness by just kind of pulling it up. I'm still not sure if I'm wearing the chemise correctly, but you know, I am learning as I go with this. That's the point of this project, right? That's it for this one, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for once again joining me on this journey, and thank you for all of your super useful tips in the comments. It really helps me along in this project. So if you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel to see how this dress comes out, but also lots of other sewing, beauty, fashion and lifestyle videos. If you would like to support me through Patreon or my merch store, there are links in the description box below. Thank you so much for your support. There is another video here that I think you might also enjoy. You can go watch next. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!